So one thing was that I've heard that Tai Chi makes us look younger. So obviously the collagen injections that we're naturally getting are making us look younger. Mm-hmm. The other thing was at one point you said with loading the fascia, mm-hmm. that if we're on one side, because we can still load the fascia if we're on one side as long as we're connected with the 5 harmonies.
You're loading, good question, thank you for that. What the fascia wants is it wants you to be able to release the fibroblasts and the immune cells. You need to load evenly in an aligned fashion. This is where I need my little piece of saran wrap, which I don't have. When it's not loaded evenly, it's thicker. You have thickness on one side, and you want to even it out, and then you have the release of the fibroblasts. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
And the other little thing is I have a bag that says it doesn't matter what the question is, Tai Chi is the answer.
Well, we should all have a t-shirt with that on it. Yeah, thank you, Sherry.
To piggyback on that, there are many times in Tai Chi where we're more loaded on one leg than the other. Uh-huh. Does the fascia not release then?
It does if your structure is still, so if you're doing a toyu, like at one point you're loading more front back, but you're not doing that, right? Your knee is not way up there. You still, so that it's a good question because you still need balance. You need your center of gravity to be in the middle. You don't want it necessarily. So you can still be loading, but in an even way, right? So I can lift my back leg, but I'm still more or less in the middle. Okay. There's some loading, but you need to keep the balance, the external balance as well.
Yeah, if I can add to that.
Yeah, sure.
So in a toyu, you're aligned front to back, and you're on both feet. Mm-hmm. So you're not contorted.
Yeah, exactly.
You have an alignment. You're just not completely 50-50 here, but you're shifting your weight. Hips are square. You're relaxed.
Yeah.
You have this alignment.
Right.
Right. So
you still have an alignment.
You still have the alignment.
Yeah.
We could maybe talk about that. And Hubert has a question.
Okay. Merci. So I probably have to stand up.
Sure.
Et oui, je m'excuse. Si vous avez des questions en français, laissez-moi savoir parce que je vais...
Yes. So the question, so I'm standing on one leg, say front, but I'm still stretching the back into the ground. To me, under my feet, it feels the same. Okay, I can lift my leg, but there's no weight on it, but it feels the same as the front. Same here. Okay, so in a way, my structure is the same on both legs because right now I feel the same on this leg and this leg.
Right.
Because I'm stretching it into the ground.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So in a way, my structure should be equal, right?
It's balanced.
In terms of fascia.
Balanced.
It's balanced, yeah.
Yeah,
balanced
let's get away from the equal to the balanced in terms of the, and don't forget, and we haven't talked about the pelvis today, but the pelvis is big, right? It's big because you're opening up the viscera and the internal aspect as well. Yeah.
So balance is what you're talking about.
Systemic, structural balance on the outside, equal systemic balance on the inside. So the more balanced you're on the outside, the more open you're creating space on the inside, and you can have that systemic balance that you need to activate all the nutrients and the enzymes and proteins within the body.
Okay. Merci, madame.
Merci, monsieur.
Interesting.